There is a patient with bradycardia in ER and another patient with organophosphorus poisoning. And your senior tells you give atropine. But how much atropine? What is the dose? And when to stop? And if atropine cause any harm? So friends, in today's video, we are going to understand atropine clinically and not just pharmacologically. And at the end of the video, I am going to tell you what are the 5 clinical mistakes one can make while using atropine. So friends, today's video is very important. You see this video till the end. And if you have come for the first time on this channel, then do subscribe this channel for more such clinical videos. So friends, without wasting much time, let's start the video. So first, what is atropine? Atropine is a anti-muscarinic drug. It blocks the muscarinic acetylcholine receptors and thus inhibit the parasympathetic activity. Or in other words, it removes the vagal brake of parasympathetic on the sympathetic system. And hence, atropine is called as a parasympatholytic and not a sympathomimetic. This is the important difference between atropine and adrenaline. The muscarinic receptors are present on different organs in the body like heart, lungs, gut, eyes and various types of glands, and hence atropine has a widespread action in the body. It causes increase in the heart rate, bronchodilation, decreases the motility of intestine, pupillary dilatation and decreased secretion of various types of gland. So these are the actions of atropine in the body. So now we have come to the important part of the video, and that is what are the indications or uses of atropine. So in all, there are 4 important uses of atropine, and the first use is in symptomatic bradycardia. Atropine is a first-line drug in vagal or nodal type of bradycardias like sinus bradycardia or Mobitz's type 1 block. The ECG of sinus bradycardia you can see here, and the ECG of Mobitz's type 1 block is also there on the screen. So in these type of bradycardias, atropine will be helpful, and the dose is 0.5 milligram IV bolus, and it can be repeated every 3 to 5 minutes till we get the result, and the maximum dose is 3 milligram. In which type of bradycardias atropine will not work? It will not work in complete heart block, Mobitz's type 2 block and infranodal blocks. In these cases, you do not waste time giving atropine because this type of patient will require urgent pacing. Now, the second important use of atropine is in organophosphorus poisoning or carbamate poisoning. Here, the atropine is a life-saving drug. The dose here is not fixed. Initially, you begin with 1 to 3 milligram of atropine IV. Then every subsequent dose, you have to double the dose till you get atropinisation. For example, if you begin with 2 milligram of atropine and you don't get adequate atropinisation, then the next dose will be 4 milligram. Then the subsequent dose will be 8 milligram, then 16 milligram, like this. What are the signs of adequate atropinisation? They are dry chest, heart rate above 80, dry axilla, and adequate blood pressure. Now, the third use of atropine is as a pre-anesthetic medication. It is used to decrease the salivary secretions and to prevent vagal bradycardia. And the fourth use of atropine is in ophthalmology. It is used for mydriasis and cycloplegia. So in this way, these are the 4 important use of atropine that you must keep in mind. So now we will see how this atropine is available in the market. So it is commonly available as an injection, and the 2 important formulations are: first, it is available as a 1 ml ampule, and the drug available in 1 ml is 0.6 milligram. It is also available as a 100 ml vial, and the drug present in 100 ml of vial is 100 milligram, that is 1 milligram per ml. Commonly, when we use this atropine for bradycardia, we use this ampule, and when we use this atropine for organophosphorus poisoning, we commonly use this vial because in organophosphorus poisoning, large amount of atropine is required. Now, before moving to the side effects of atropine, let's have some word about its pharmacokinetics. Here, I am going to tell you just four important points. First, it has a rapid onset of action, and hence it is very useful in bradycardia because here we require urgent effect. Second, its duration of action is 30 to 60 minutes. Third, it crosses blood-brain barrier, and hence it is very important to control the CNS effects of organophosphorus poisoning. And fourth, it is metabolized in liver, and hence in patients where their liver is not functioning well, there you have to be little cautious. Now, what are the side effects of atropine? If you give excess atropine to patient, there will be something called as anticholinergic toxicity or atropine toxicity. And this toxicity has some peripheral effects and some central effects. So peripherally, you will see in patient flushing, fever, dry mouth, constipation, blurring of vision, urinary retention, and most important, tachycardia. Centrally, you can see agitation, delirium, hallucination, and even sometimes seizures. There is a classical mnemonic for this condition, that is hot as hair, dry as bone, blind as bat, and mad as a hatter. So, if you see this atropine toxicity, you can either stop atropine completely, or if it is not possible, then you have to decrease the dose. Now, what are the contraindications or cautions for the use of atropine? Obviously, atropine is first contraindicated in tachyarrhythmias. Secondly, it is contraindicated in narrow angle glaucoma because here it will raise the intraocular pressure. Third, it is contraindicated in prostatic hypertrophy because here it will cause urinary retention. Fourth, it is contraindicated in intestinal obstruction or paralytic ileus because it will worsen the ileus. And it has to be used cautiously in elderly patients because here it can cause confusion, delirium, and urinary retention. So these are the important contraindications or cautions for the use of atropine. An important thing to be noted is that in life-threatening conditions, there are absolutely no contraindications for atropine. Now we will discuss what could be the common clinical mistakes that one can make while using atropine. I will discuss with you 5 such common clinical mistakes. So first is using subtherapeutic doses during treatment of bradycardia. If you give subtherapeutic dose that is less than zero point 0.5 milligram, instead of bradycardia improving, there can be paradoxical bradycardia. So this could be the first mistake. Second mistake, using atropine in all types of bradycardia. As I have already told you, atropine will not work in complete heart block, Mobitz type 2 type of block, or infranodal blocks. So here you don't waste time in giving atropine and take patient for pacing. Third important clinical mistake one can make is during treatment of organophosphorus poisoning, and that is underdosing of atropine. One can fear of atropine toxicity and give less dose. But friends, organophosphorus treatment requires large amount of atropine. So you have to give atropine here till there is adequate atropinization, and don't worry or fear about atropine toxicity. Fourth mistake is again in organophosphorus poisoning treatment, and that is giving atropine till dilatation of pupils. Friends, dilatation of pupils come late and the lungs becoming dry is early. So if you give atropine till there is dilatation of pupils, you can cause atropine toxicity in the patient. So this is the fourth common clinical mistake. And the fifth mistake is during using atropine in elderly patients. Altered sensorium, rise in the body temperature, or urinary retention, These can be the early signs of atropine toxicity in elderly, and here you have to recognize them early. So friends, in this way, in today's video, I have told you everything about atropine, its mechanism of action, its uses, and important clinical tips. So if you find today's video helpful, give it a like, share also with your friends or batchmates. And if you have come for the first time on this channel, then do subscribe this channel for more such clinical videos. So see you in the next video. Till then,